life is presented to me in such a beautiful way, you know. I'm so special. I really am, some would say, the chosen one. Stop it! Some would say I'm the chosen one. Others would say I'm just a fairly normal human being. I would like to personally say I'm more towards the end of the chosen one. However, having said that, chat, I got on the radio today. Now, for you to understand this, you need to understand my life, right? I'm a simple man. I do the YouTubes, I do the streaming, I do the... That's about it. I don't have a life. But I woke up this morning at the very respectable time of about 11:30. You know, hi, cool Fez. A very reasonable time, I would say, as a 15-year-old boy from the Midlands. You know, pretty reasonable to get up 11:30. You know, not too early, not too late. I had done some general chilling in bed, but I thought, you know what? Maybe I should drag myself up. And I knew I was out this afternoon, so I thought, you know what? Let's get some editing done. So I come out to hit the office. Hey guys, look, office moment. Look, it's in the garden. Poggers. I just realized I've now ruined my camera angle again. I've literally just ruined the camera angle again. But I thought, hey, let's go outside. Buttons aren't working. Oh, that's handy. Actually, I know why that is. So I head out to the shed and I'm like, time to do some editing. And sometimes when I'm trying to get a lot of work done, I like to listen to something because, you know, helps you focus and all that. So, hey, I got a pause button on the music now, guys. We're in business, baby. Who's up for holding the mic? Hello, Sam. And the other thing, right, chat, is I would tell this story on the green screen. Apart from the fact it happened right here, so I don't need a imposed background. I need here, the good vibes. So, I begin to relax. I come out here. I open up Premiere Pro. And I have she who must not be named. However, I'm about to name her. Alexa. Baby? Hello?
I don't know that one.
What do you mean you don't know that one? Alexa, what's your name?
My name is Alexa and I'm here to say I'm
What?
the baddest AI in the cloud today. Your responses are fast, but my answers are faster. Sucker AIs, they call me the master.
I didn't know she did that. I didn't know she did that. That's fire. That's fire. Oh my god. Okay. But I can do like, Alexa, play We Shop theme on Spotify.
We Shop theme, piano version by Game Sounds Unlimited from Spotify.
That'll do. I can do things like that, right? You know, just handy tricks. Get her to do things. So I come in here. I sit down at my desk. I'm ready to do some editing. Now I'm working on a big video. I've got some animation to do. I don't need to go out and film anything. I just need to get on, head down, do the animation. So I speak to Alexa, and what I do is when I need to get something to work, I go, Alexa, play Radio 1.
Playing BBC Radio 1.
BBC Sounds. And they've got Anais Mitchell on that one.
And I whack the radio on, you know? What's up, AJ? I rack the radio on, right? I feel there might be a little bit of DMCA going on that station right now. So I thought, you know what? I whack it on and I open up Premiere Pro. I do a bit of editing. I do a little bit of my very legit, not pirated copy of Premiere Pro, may I add. That was what I was going to do. I was going to turn TTS off. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh, what a treat. Oh, you're so kind. I knew I'd missed something. I thought of it before the stream, and then I forgot. So, guys, try redeem TTS now, bitch. What was I saying? So I turned the radio on, right? And they're doing they're doing a bit. And you know what? I've come prepared today. I magically got these audio clips that I'm going to play for you. So this is what I heard. Right? It's like 3 minutes, but it's
Probably tuk-tuk, seeing as they said it the whole way through, and then I called it tuk.
this is definitely all DMCA.
Did you watch the big game then last night?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah. My mate Jimmy has lent us a projector.
Oh, you were watching it in style.
He was
So,
watching
we
in
had that on
style,
the screen.
chat.
It was really exciting,
It
actually.
was.
We had,
I found it
yeah,
exciting.
Jimmy and Laura around,
So they do a
and,
little bit of chatting
Jimmy
about the
was
game.
more into it than everyone else.
Okay, there's always one, isn't there?
Yeah, but I was really into the fact that we had loads of snacks. So we got
Hi,
loads of
Ariel.
chocolate in. That was
Yum.
good. And it was exciting, wasn't it? I
Really
mean,
good.
As you know, I'm not a massive football guy.
Neither am
very
I.
much
I'm
like
not a man.
like a what do they call it?
Seasonal?
Like a holiday football guy. I'll
Yeah.
sort of dip in, dip out. And I
It-
got into it.
I
I was
had missed
excited
that.
when that first goal for England went in early.
Yeah.
Doors, I couldn't believe it.
I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it either.
And then obviously it was a bit of a sort
Little
of
bit of an anecdote.
quiet.
Guys, a little bit of an anecdote. I actually missed the first goal, right? So I came in and I did the fire stream last night and I stunk of smoke, right? You know, that's what happens when you play with fire. I'm telling the story of how I got on the radio. I'm playing clips from the radio as well, like a pro. And I stunk of smoke. So I was like, before I sit down with my family and watch the big game, hi Lily. Before I sit down with my family, watch the big game, you know, I'm gonna go upstairs, get a shower, freshen up, put on some pajamas. Actually, I just wore my onesie, but freshen up, you know, ready to watch the big game, right? So I head upstairs, I get in the shower. I know the game started. I'm like, all the England games so far have started pretty slow. So I get in. That's the water, that is. There we go. The sub goal's updated now. The water goes, and I'm there. I'm like, that's how I wash my hair. You know, I'm a bit of a pro. And so I can get out of the shower. You know, what? Shower noises. And I'm stood there like just getting my clothes on, and I just hear from around the neighborhood. Let me just recreate what I heard. Like that, right? That's what I heard through the neighborhood. Okay, just if you missed that. Come on! Dramatic recreation of what I heard through the neighborhood, right? It was pretty dramatic. It was a big moment, and I went, the boys have done it. The boys have scored. But I did miss the first goal, and then I sat down, and then I did miss, like, the other two goals because I was texting people about TikTok strategy, to be honest. Do I regret that? No, not really. Would I have liked to seen the goals? Yeah, but I did watch the replay like 20 times because that's what they do on telly. But it's okay. Hi, Hal. Okay. So I do that. Anyway, carry on with their discussion on the radio.
And yeah, tense first half, and then in the half-time bit, I was like, right, I'm gonna.
I am on
go
about
off
the
here
football.
and make a tea, and also have a little loo break.
So they're
And,
talking about how
and I
they
like to
missed
be
the
kept
football.
informed of my loo
By the way, I
schedule.
am kept, the whole of your poo-poo schedule, basically.
Yeah, I do let Mol know what's
Yeah.
going on, when it's going on, and for how long it's going on.
Fantastic
Often little
texts
in
I
little
get.
voice notes. Yeah.
Yeah, I get texts.
Anyway, I was there yesterday, and
Such
it
jokers.
ran- it
What
was-
can
it
I
was-
say?
It was longer than we expected. There was a bit of extra time added
It
on
was.
the toilet.
Thanks. Too much
And
information.
so,
I'm glad everyone's getting in on these little updates I get now.
She gonna
not
say the
just
same as me?
well, I could hear
Oh, no,
noises
she doesn't.
coming
Maybe she
from
doesn't.
the other room. I didn't know whether it was good news or bad news. And then I went in, I missed both of those goals that happened straight
Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? It sounds like me.
after the Half time.
So did I.
No
went- I
way.
went to make a tea.
On the
No
little-
way.
No, not on the toilet.
Oh, right.
No, I went to make a tea.
Yeah.
And I was brewing it. Missed both those goals.
What are you
Really?
brewing your tea for?
Get away.
Too long, evidently.
Too
yeah.
long, yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful. I mean, I
Big
felt
moments.
exactly 2 of them back to back in 5 minutes, and we'll never get that back.
No, we
Honestly,
won't.
we'll
We
never get
missed
that
the
back.
biggest moment
We did,
of the
right?
game. Perhaps.
Listen
I
carefully
was
now.
scoring a goal of my very own, and I'm telling you
Please.
right now, it was back of the net.
Less information on that. There must be people out there who also, though, have missed the kind of the big moment.
Yes, yeah, I think it happens quite a lot. You know, like if say that you were, I don't know, getting out of a taxi,
Yeah.
and there was Robert Downey Jr. was there.
Yeah.
But you were like, I was just going to pop to the cash point, and all your mates saw him, and you didn't. And you missed out, and you get back, and you're like, we just met Iron Man. And you're like, oh, it's annoying. They're only dishing out 20s, and I wanted 10. 81199 if you got one of these. The time you've missed something.
Right, so they're on about what radio? It was Radio 1. Well, BBC Radio 1. If you're not in the UK, it's like it's the youth radio station. It's where the kids hang. It's where the kids hang. You know. So right, chat. What are you saying? I might not be British, but as soon as the banger song is coming home, I turn into a 50-year-old white man who's shirtless and who drinks beer and goes to the pub. Yes. So right, they say, I think it's 81199. Call us. Give us a text. Opportunities you've missed, right? Things that you've missed because you were doing something else. And I'm sat here and I'm editing, and I go, I've got one of those stories. You know, I've already told you my one about the football, obviously, but I got another. So, I grabbed my phone. If any of you listened to Radio 1 this morning, you might have heard it. It was on at about 1 o'clock. So funny. So, grab my phone, right? This is my phone. I got a new phone recently. It's an iPhone 8. I'm very happy with it. It's poggers. And, okay, I'm not going to dox myself. There it is, right? 81199. And a little message I sent them. I said, when I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, right? Now, if you don't know what Windsor Castle is, it's like the Queen's house, but I know you're all going, but that's Buckingham Palace. Well, she has another one because she's the Queen, but Windsor Castle's like her actual house, as Buckingham Palace is like where she goes to vibe, you know? So I go, when I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle because it's like a tourist destination, and you can like stand outside and go, oh, the Queen lives here, poggers. That's what we do in the UK. We drink tea and look at the Queen. And I went off to get ice cream with my sisters, right? So let me set the scene. Let me elaborate on this story. Okay. So when I was probably about 8, we'd spent a weekend at Windsor Castle, right? Not Windsor Castle. We spent a weekend in Windsor, and particularly one of the big tourist attractions in Windsor is Legoland, right? And I've wanted to go to Legoland for ages. So we went to Legoland. We did like 2 days in Legoland because I was like 8, and I was like, boy, Legoland is the most poggers best thing I've ever done. So we head over to we go to Legoland. We stay there for like 2 days. Brilliant time. Yeah, we also make tea. Amazing time at Legoland, right? And then what then happens is we then on the 3rd day, to appease my mother, because believe it or not, my mother isn't the biggest fan of Legoland. I mean, understandably, she's very old. Sorry, Mum. I didn't mean it. I've never been to Legoland, but it seems cool. It is pretty cool. Oh, gee, it's your birthday. Big up. Big up. It's Moderator Sam's birthday tomorrow. So, guys, wish him a happy birthday. It'll be funny. Bum, 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 bum. Yellow, be more respectful to your mum. Sorry, guys. But my mum, she's a poggers woman. She's poggers. But to appease her, you know, maybe Legoland wasn't entirely for her. So she was like, you know what? We'll do... There he is. Man's in chat. I don't know. Did you get... I did get my Lego driving license. Anyway, we spent the day in Windsor because Windsor's like a lovely... It's on the outskirts of London. It's very posh. It's got nice little shops. and you can get nice and stand around and be very British. That's Windsor, right? It's just like a quaint, like area of London, I guess. Like, it's kind of separate to London, but it's Windsor, it's Pog. I've been to 3 different Legolands: Windsor, San Diego, and Denmark. I've been to Windsor in Denmark. Drink tea. Hey, we drink tea, lest we forget. That's the thing you say about war veterans. Poggers, tea. And so we're in Windsor, right? And as I said, Queen's house, big Queenie's house, Queen house, Queen house, you know. And so we're stood outside, right? We're sat on the grass, and we're like, oh, nice, cool. Sat on grass, sat comfy, and we're all sat there, and a little bit of turbulence at the gates, a little bit of a turbulence, right? And I'll carry, and you know, one of the guards put on like a bit of uniform, you know, was walking around a bit. Ryexumi, thank you for the follow. Right, going to London on Wednesday and skipping school. Lol. Does anyone know any cool places to go? Preferably nothing where you have to walk a lot. If you can get tickets for the Sky Garden, I've never been, but that's meant to be really good, and I really want to go, and it's free. And Tate Modern, I don't know if it's open. There's like a nice viewing platform there, and I think that's it, apart from food places. But I love London. London's so cool. Sorry, that's my impulse. They're my 2 to go to. Anyway, right? We're sat outside the castle, and I'm like, Mum, can we theoretically, Mum, could we possibly get an ice cream? And she's like, I mean, I guess so, but we'll do that in a bit. And I'm like, Mum, but if you really think about it, and you think about how much you want an ice cream, you want it. I know, let's go get one, Mum. I know what you're thinking. Ice cream. I think so. Let's go to town, London. I'm like, Mum, you know, think about it. We ice cream poggers. Eventually, she goes, all right. Mine's passion fruit. Oh, that's good. I like toffee. That's a good ice cream flavor, personally. Or like fudge. No, actually not fudge. Like old toffee. Old toffee nut crunch. No, that's a cereal, isn't it? No. That's honey nut crunch. Toffee, old English toffee, something like that. I don't know. Ice cream flavors, chat. Good chat. And you know what, chat? I think this is where we cut the music again, and we cut back to my shining moment on the radio. Is everybody prepared?
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing something else? Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle.
That's me!
I went off to get an ice cream.
Me!
My sisters were stood at the gate.
That's me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Jack? That was my text. Oh my god, here again.
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment?
I love the radio anchor. Feeling good as hell. And good as hell on Radio 1. Listen to it, hang on. This is 30-second clip, and we're really gonna milk it.
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing something else?
Yes, I
Only
messaged
for
you.
that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle.
That's
and as
me.
my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique way that
Did you hear that? Did you? That's me. That's my story. And then the Queen drove past. Oh my god. And they read it out. The Queen drove by, and then they read it out on Radio 1. Listen to it again. Here we go. For the full
Good
okay.
as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing something else? Only
Bang
for
at
that
you.
tiny, tiny time. When I was about
Yes.
8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique wave up close.
Hello to Emily in
And
Stockport.
then-
Sorry, I like this one. It's
All
very
right,
sad.
and then they carry on. Okay, I didn't get much airtime, to be honest. But look, what's it? Is it Molly? I think. Is it Matt and Molly? Please tell me it's Matt and Molly. It might be Holly. I think it's Magic Garbage Robot. Thank you. It might be Matt and Holly. Matt and Molly. I'm not sure. I think it's Matt. It's then it ends in Ollie. Right. I saw the Queen take off in a helicopter. Oh my god. Right. So that's the story. As Mum and I went off to go to get an ice cream, the Queen rocked up. She fucking cruised, baby. She goes, she drifts by with a blacked out van, a car, whatever I don't know what it's called. And I'm like, bro, what? And I missed it. I mean, I was 8 years old, so I was like, I got ice cream. I mean, who's real when they're here, sisters? You may have seen the Queen, but I have ice cream. Anyway, I think we need to hear the interview clip one more time. I love it so much. I genuinely just listened to it 30 times today.
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing something else? Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my
Analysis, right? I don't know why she says why he says I'm from Brum and I've never been to London before. I really want to go. It's pretty poggers. If you get the chance to go, it's pretty poggers. But he pauses. He goes, my mum and I think.
time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to...
And I checked it right because I thought, have I made a spelling error? So I checked the message, and there it is. I mean, you can see it. When I was about, you can't see it, chat. Shall we? Oh, bloody hell! Hang on. Let's see if the other camera will focus on it. This is my inbuilt laptop camera. There you go. You can see it on that one. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and my mum and I went off to get ice cream. What? Fuck, I can't read it. Shit. Read it, chat. Do it yourself. Hang on. Let me turn the... Here we go. Okay, adjust. My sisters would... Look, guys, you get the message. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gates while the Queen drove past. Ned in Leicester. I did spell it right. Arguably, I did put no punctuation in, so I'll take the hit for that one, to be honest. But guys, it's okay because they read it out. And then here's the good bit. They say Ned in Leicester at the end. That's funny.
tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique wave up close.
Oh, Ned. That's me. I'm Ned. I did think about maybe putting yellow on there. It's so funny though, isn't it? It's me on the radio. They read my message, and it was the first one they read out, right? So normally, right, they do a few rounds of it, and so what? Ned emote when? Maybe. They normally do a few rounds of it, and but they played the song, right? If you listen to they actually played 2 songs. So they do, can you show us the rest? The rest of what? Please, I was pissing down earlier. I had to walk a mile back to drop my boyfriend off the bus station. I hate the UK. What? So I was listening to it, right? So I've sent that off and I'm going, oh yeah, cool, whatever. And then it gets to Lizzo. Lizzo comes on. Here we go.
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone
Yes!
else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing
I do that bit
something
every
else?
time.
Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique
Ned.
wave up close.
Hello to Emily in Stockport. Sorry, I like this one. It's very sad. I went to the White House on a school trip. I mean,
And the bit of audio I captured actually ends there. But if you want to know that story, she went somewhere and then Obama took her off in a helicopter. But guys, oh Ned, oh poor guy. We might have to use that soundbite for something. It's so funny. Did I thank Magic Garbage Robot for the follow? Much appreciated. It's so funny. I want to hear it again, chat. I've gotten Buckingham Palace so many times, and XXX_Queen Lizzie 69_XXX has never taken off in a Queen mobile or chopper with me there. That is so sad. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Where is it?
and good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else
Yes.
experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing
I-
something else?
That bit is so impulsive. Every time I hear it, I just go, yes!
Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream,
My
sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll
Oh, Ned! Should I make a TikTok about this? I think I've got to. I was on Radio 1, and the woman was so sorry for me. Guys, do you think I should go into radio? I think I'd be cracked. Big up Lizzie. Yes, you should. Okay. Guys. This is where we create our own radio show. Let me open up. This is perfect. Because I'm a DJ Ned, Radio Ned, radio. I can even say radio correctly. I say it like a radio presenter. I don't know how everybody says it the same. But I'm gonna pretend that hey, BBC One, BBC Radio 1. I can do the voiceovers as well. If you'd like to hire me, please. It was really cool being on your show earlier. And I mean, I feel like I've become an integral part of your organization. So this is my appeal to you now. Please, BBC Radio 1, if you're out there watching, listening, smiling, please hit me up. No, they're not going to hit me up. I will hit you up, BBC Radio 1. I'll slide into your Twitter DMs and I'll say, baby, please hire me. Please. I'd be so funny. Honestly, I'm so charismatic. They'd love me. The people, they'd go, hey, play us a tune. And I'd go, poggers, that ting whack. Oh, Ned. Guys, this is okay. Imagine your own show like Dan and Phil. Did they have their own radio show? Thank you, guys. Did they have their own radio show? Guys, this is the Yellow is Nice radio station. You're listening live. You're listening to BBC Radio. I'm gonna get sued if I call it a BBC radio station. I know. You're listening to Radio Yellow.
No, I'm not the only
Hang on,
one.
let me do the run in again. We can do this better. Let's train to be a DJ. Magic Garbage Robot, thank you for the 3 bits. Poggers. Guys, please stop laughing at me. You're listening to BBC Radio Yellow. Online, on digital. I don't know.
I'm not the only one, but I can't
Okay, now we sit here for 3 minutes, yeah?
I see it every time I fall asleep.
My job's done for now.
Body's aching, my head
Enjoy
is
the
hurting,
music.
My tummy's turning, my heart is racing, filled with ambition. I feel it burning. I want it back, got a plan. It's just kinda hard to word. It's all I need. Oh, I'm more life of my Drake shit. And I'm getting tired of all the same shit. I wanna see my family, wanna see my friends. I've been slept on like my name is. And I'm pretty far from being famous, but I sure as hell ain't nameless. I just take aim, I ain't aimless. And I let it fly like a spaceship and just see where that goes. You can never be
I'm
certain,
back.
but I know that it's worth the burden. Things got me
Guys,
hurting,
I think I should do
can't
radio.
see, but I know that it's fine, cause it's all that I need, all I need.
You're listening to Radio Yellow Poggers. Hire me, please. Niham. Have I got that right? Naham? Thank you, Naham. Not sure. Wait, and then we get to the end of the song. You ready? Guys, I've got it. That's Kai Dreams on Radio Yellow, here today with you live across the network. This is Let's Start Kawuga. I need to get better at the anchor, but I've got the vibe. And then I go off for 3 minutes again. Gretty 26930, thank you for the follow. Guys, it's not broken, I just pulled it out. But you get what I mean, right? You'd see why they want to hire me. And I think after my... Hang on. Should we listen to the bit where I was actually on the radio again? Here we go. This is the bit where I was actually on the radio.
Good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing something else? Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique wave up close.
I'm Ned in Leicester! Oh my
Sorry,
god! You look like that dude from Ratatouille. Hey, check the Twitter bio, shall we? What does the Twitter bio say? It says Linguini from the Rat film. I actually did do that. It's true. Okay. Boys, it's time. It's time. The other thing I can do, right, chat, is I can do... Okay, pretend we're listening to Caramella Girls on radio... Now, on BBC Radio Yellow, this is Caramella Girls by Caramella Girls. Beefcakes, thank you for the follow. Guys, shall I do some mixing? I'm in the mood for some mixing. Come here. Come here. Wait, leave the bass, leave the bass. Guys, I'm cracked. Guys, I'm such a good DJ. Hire me, BBC Radio 1. I'm getting, like, physical motion blur. Anyway. What was I doing? What was I saying? Thank God it's not history. I don't know. The first subject I thought of. What happens now? Yes, I am asking you. Okay, gotta go. See you, Hal. So. I really just based an entire stream off that one bit, and I find that so funny. Because, right, I heard that this morning, and it honestly just made my day, right? So, let me talk about the aftermath as well. After I'd been on the radio, right? So I went on, I did my little bit. They said, hey, Ned and Lester. And I went, and I sat there, and I was like shaking, because that's what I do. When I do something big, I shake. I'm quite a shaker, you know? When I become famous by Forrest Prime JK, hi at Wassa Lakers Poggers. I shake. I become like, you know, I get the tremors, and I get funny, I get scared, and it's not fun, basically. Well, actually it is fun, but I do get really shaky. So after I was on that, I was like, oh my god, I've just been on Radio 1. This is the biggest day of my life. It wasn't, to be honest. It's not very big of a deal, but I did think, oh my god, I've just been on the radio. This is so cool. And I look out my window, because I've got a big window in front of me, and if I shift over a bit, I can see all the way to the kitchen, and I see, I can look across the garden, I can see the kitchen, and I saw, hey, Becca, thank you for the follow, and I look over to the kitchen, and I go, Mum's in there. So I grab I don't grab anything. Oh, no, I grabbed my phone. No, I didn't grab my phone. I didn't grab anything. I bolted it to the kitchen. I was like, and then my sisters were in there as well. But it's beside the issue. I go, guys, you won't believe this. You won't believe this. Me, Ned Yellow is Nice has been on the radio. Has been on a Radio 1. Mum, this is the biggest thing ever to happen to me. Because I've actually had a long history with the radio. Us in our family are quite big radio listeners. You know, we listen to a lot of radio. We listen, like, we always have Radio 2 on. We're kind of Radio 2 family. I mean, we're white and middle class, like, you know. But we listen to a lot of Radio 2, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's just like, it's the generic British radio station. Radio 2, banging, so true. But a few years ago, right, I did call up, and I must have been, I was probably about 8, and I called them up, and I was like, hi guys, it's my mum's and dad's wedding anniversary, because it's my mum, and I was like, can you play UB40? I don't know who UB40 are. I don't know why anybody would want to listen to their music, but my mum did make me call them up and say hi, and honestly, I was genuinely petrified. The whole experience was horrendous. I sat there, right? So this is the phone. No. This is the phone, right? This is the phone. It's a speaker, but it's not anymore. It's a phone. Like, phone sat there, right? POV, I probably heard that. No, I wasn't Naruto Cool Guy, thank you for the follow. I never made it. This is what I'm saying. The first time I tried, I've actually had a deep history with the radio. It's really deep. Hi, it's me. I sat by the phone, so I called them up, and it was one of these. It wasn't like a text in. It was on the phone, so I called them up, and I got through to like where they handle the calls, and they're like, "Hi, this is Pauline Sarah at Radio 2," and I was like, "Hi, Pauline Sarah, it's my," and I was terrified, and I was like 8 years old, so I was actually more like, "Oh, hi, Pauline Sarah. It's my mother and father's wedding anniversary for like 16 years or whatever it was. Please could you play them a song? Could you play some UB? Actually, I was a lot more nice. I wasn't very stumbly. I was like, please could you play UB40, please? And she was like, oh yes, I'll just forward that on to our producers and stay and we'll ring you back if we need to. And I was like, thank you very much. I'll talk to you later, Pauline, Sarah. Bye-bye. And she was like, bye-bye. And I was like, and I sat for like half an hour next to the phone, just like this, staring at it. No, still not rung me. No, still not rung me. And eventually the show ended and then never called me back. No, they do that. They call you, they first sort it out and then they call you back, I think is what they do. Maybe. I don't know. I've never got on. But I was fucking petrified. I was so scared. I was just, but then, right, a few years ago as well, 2 years in a row actually, didn't happen this year, but on a Saturday morning, another 29/11/19, thank you for the follow, every year, right, there's a bloke on Radio 2 called Michael Ball. He does a thing for children in need in one of the theatres in London. My mum and I went down for it. We saw it live. It was pretty poggers. And I texted then, and twice, both years, and neither times they got read out, despite the fact that I was like 15 meters away, actually more than 15, 20 meters away from the guy doing the show. I still didn't manage to get on the show. So for me to finally do it, right? Oh, and actually my mum did get on the radio a few years ago, just to text in on Radio 2 on like drive time. But, hi, 29/11/19. Is that, I was going to say, is that your birthday? But no, because that'd be 2019. That would make sense. But I then went, uh-oh, and I was petrified. So to get on, big achievement. And the first one, they put me out of my misery so quick. And I went, oh, guys, I think we need to listen to it again. Here it is. Here's the soundbite. This is the time that they read out my story on the radio.
And good as hell on Radio 1.
Have you missed a big moment that everyone else experienced, but you were just sort of somewhere else doing
Yes!
something else?
I was!
Only for that tiny, tiny time. When I was about 8, I was with my family at Windsor Castle, and as my mum and I went off to get an ice cream, my sisters were stood at the gate while the Queen drove past, says Ned in Leicester.
Oh, Ned.
They'll experience that unique wave up close.
Hello to Emily in Stockport. Sorry, I like this one.
Hi,
It's very
Emily in
sad.
Stockport. It's the day you went to a concert. Ah, cool. What concert, if you don't mind me asking? Goz Ruins, thank you for the follow as well. Here's another story about... Wait, it's about concerts, actually. A69, hello. Here's another story about concerts, actually. I went to a concert. No, I didn't go to a concert. Never been to a concert. Well, I've been to things like concerts, but not actually. I went to a festival, but it was for, like... It's called Carfest, and it was... Guys, I was young, but... And I actually... guys, that's also to do with Radio 2. It continues. I saw Rick Astley. He played Never Gonna Give You Up. It was poggers. But I've booked tickets to a proper concert now. Next year, not thinking this song. Thank you. Next year, it's in like July. I'm gonna go see Daddy Frere, I think is how you say it. And he's the Icelandic Eurovision entry. And I've booked tickets. Rick Rod in real life, true. He actually kind of did. Because he has 2 songs. Both of them are like... both of them start the same. One of the songs is Never Gonna Give You Up. But he played that one and he goes, guys, it's not Never Gonna Give You Up. So it's like a reverse Rickroll. Because everybody thought they were going to get Rickrolled. And then they didn't. But yeah, I'm going to Brummie to see Daddy Frere. And it's gonna be cool, and I'm really excited. It's gonna be poggers. But it's in like a year, which is a real shame. But that's okay, I guess. But I'm excited for that. It's gonna be cool. Chat, do we have anything else to talk about? I've done my radio history. I've talked about concerts. Rickrolling streamers. Guys, you could never rickroll me. Like, genuinely. I'm too formidable to be rickrolled. Genuinely, I'm so sorry. I'm just sorting out a message. Genuinely. That's enough. That's enough. Poggers! Guys, I had quite a few concerts to go to last year, but they got rescheduled. Yeah, I never really go to concerts until now. Now I'm a concert goer. I'm going to one concert that's in a year. But I'm a concert goer, baby. I'm poggers. I go to concerts. Yeah, I'm so cool. Funny, I hate when these streamers get annoyed when they get rickrolled because they get annoyed about me. If I get rickrolled, that's on me, right? It's the same with these nuts jokes. If they get me, my fault. I should have seen it coming, you know? That did happen. I did a stream a while ago where we these nuts joke streamers. I just sent people into each other's chats and made them say these nuts jokes. And we did, are you going to SawCon? And I got like half my chat banned in this poor guy's chat. Sorry. But that's on him. It's funny, man. I'm bringing viewers. Don't hate unless you thought they were bots. In which case, fair. Yeah, I guess that is fair, to be honest. But, you know what, guys? I think... Look. I'm at a point here where... Where's the music? Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you've enjoyed today. I said you should have seen it coming and sent you. I thought we were seeing it on running. What? So, people, chat, people, hello. Please stick around because we're going to raid, and I look significantly cooler if there's more of you when we raid. I'm not going to milk the stream because I'm kind of out of things to say, and let's not push it, you know. So, I'm going to raid. I know it's only been like 15 minutes, but we'll have a longer stream on Wednesday, which is when I'll be back. You know what? We're gonna raid Max GG. Is Max GG still alive? We're gonna raid Max back because he raided us, and it'll be funny if we raid him. All right, boys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Max is really fun. I was watching his stream earlier, and it was really, really good. So we're gonna raid Max. Hope you've enjoyed. Go say hello to Max. Say hi from me. Much appreciated. Guys, join the raid. Guys, please join the raid. Please. Don't all leave. Guys, please join the raid. Since there's 22 of you here, how have we got 30 to raid? Oh, you lot, you've scammed me. All right. I'll see you all in a bit, I guess. I'll see you in a bit. Please join the raid. Bye-bye.